Biscuits and Blethers with Stuart Nichol and Ross McFadgen.
Hello, and welcome to Biscuits and Blethers, part music podcast, part Biscuit Appreciation Society. We are minus one of our hosts today, so I am joined on the sofa by my new co-host, Ben Walker.
I'm not sure. The big boots to fill.
Ross is absolutely gutted that he can't be here because he's a massive fan of both of the people that we've got in the studio today. We also have Blair Gilmour. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Pleasure to be here.
I'm better than I was, by the way. I was in hospital for a while.
Yeah, I was worried.
I was worried, man. See when a doctor looks at you and goes,
you kind of take it in a wee bit more, don't you?
Yeah. But we're good.
I'm glad
we've got medication. We're sorted.
Behave yourself.
Good. Yeah, I am.
Take it light.
You guys can't get me too excited by releasing kind of like new gigs and albums that are upcoming and stuff like that. I've got to keep the blood pressure down. So
that's why you got to join this mailing list and find out first before the rush.
We'll try refrain.
How did you find us today? You're all right?
Yeah. Well, actually, we just went up to a cafe and got a wee breakfast. Walked down the hill, which was much better than walking up the hill. Awesome. And yeah, easily found.
No raining, sun's out, blue skies.
Nice,
kicking out.
Nice and warm too.
Does not happen in Wishy very much, I've got to say, but it's good. It's good today. It's good. You went to one of my places today.
Yes.
One of the places I pop in when I want a wee kind of work lunch or something. Cafe by the Lane.
Is it by the lane?
Yeah, by the lane.
By the lane.
They were absolutely cracking.
That might have been what the Wi-Fi password was, mate.
I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. I was like,
it looked like love, to be fair.
The dyslexia was coming in hard. Like, it couldn't matter what I put into
20,
that. It was
2025 is 2015.
So I'm the opposite. So it's not words that get me, it's numbers. So
dyscalculia, yeah, well.
Oh man.
I don't know what was going on there, but it wasn't happening this morning. I just was like, 5G it is.
What was the lunch order? What did you have?
I just had a roll and slice, tatiscon, standard, butter on it, a wee bit of onion. It was tasty.
I came in swinging. I went for a wee breakfast and it wasn't very wee. 2 slices of toast, 2 bits of bacon, bit of haggis, beans,
more like a medium breakfast or something.
It was a big muscle man breakfast. Big massive coffee that I couldn't finish. So boys like, come on, we're going to be late. I was like, like both hands.
You got another coffee as well. He's going to be jittering.
He's going to be jumping at here.
But it's the ADHD like hyper focuses. It's grand.
It's grand.
So I'll be fine.
Blair, tell me about your music. Where did it start?
Well, to be fair, it all started in primary school. So there was this, the Yamaha music group came into my primary and they done this showcase thing where it was like, we want to get young kids on, playing music and stuff. And I chose to play the drums. So I went to the Yamaha School of Music, learned how to play the drums, and from there it kind of spiraled, to be fair. I picked up bass guitar first, then I went and got a guitar teacher for like a week, and then I thought it was too good, so I stopped going, and then started learning on my own from there. And then the singing just kind of came with all of that, to be fair. I went and done a couple lessons, and I was like, this is cool, I really enjoy this. And then ever since, stuck to it, been in countless bands, played at the Bungalow in Paisley a bunch, and then here we are now. So
Bungalow's a great wee venue.
It's a good one,
Yeah, it's a cool place. I had no idea you were such a multi-instrumentalist. I saw a video.
Yeah,
I think it was yesterday. I'd seen a video you were playing drums.
With Archie, yeah.
What the heck? What's going on?
It's a talented.
Well, that's the if you play the drums since you were 8, it's kind of it comes with the time. To be fair, it's
You had the Yamaha folk. I had like the singing kettle come out to the school and like
the Wiggles.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But
I had a field. Thanks, guys.
You had tractors.
I had tractors and that, so I don't really know if it's the same thing.
But some songs have come out of that, so you're all right. You're doing okay. You're doing all right.
Trucks. Driving trucks since you were 9.
It's only one thing that I need.
You don't drive. You got a driving license?
Yeah, I'm never really home to justify it. Like, I had a car, and then I think I was home 86 days last year or something. So like, there's no point.
Something mental. There
was no point. Yeah. And also, like, the least rock star thing to do after a gig is to drive yourself home.
Yeah.
It's like,
especially in a Corsa.
Aye.
a red one.
Stay the one. So now I'm like really fortunate where I can ask someone politely and maybe they'll drop me back home. If not, it's a long walk. But
I loved my Corsa, by the way.
I loved mine too, by the way. No slander to them. It was a belter.
I can't drive, so all the slander here.
I would have let him drive a broomstick. Like, it's
my first car was falling apart. It was my dad had given me. It was a Fiat Brava, and I loved it. But it was falling apart, and I had a Corsa just after that, and it was the first thing I bought. It was like 6 months old at the time.
Yeah,
we guy,
nice things.
Yep. So I was like, oh yeah, this is great.
Pride and joy.
Drove up and down to Aberdeen, up to Dundee for like a $5 and stuff. It was a wee diesel. It was great.
You would have been doing that today. That'll get you about half a litre now.
If that.
That's to unlock the pump.
That's your labour fee. There seems to be a massive community round about you guys, and I talk about this quite a lot with everyone that you guys have introduced me to, because we've had Dov in here, we've had Stagboy in here. There's a massive community. You're going about helping this guy on stage, doing your roadieing and stuff like that. How did that all come about? Where did that all start?
Well, I mean, it would start at Last Casa, wouldn't it?
That's where most things begin.
Yeah, I walked into Last Casa and I saw Ben there and I was like, oh my God, no, it's Ben Walker. And
we were arch nemeses.
We were arch nemeses
straight
at the start, yeah. We used to comment on each other's posts being like, hang it up, mate, all that. And basically I walked in and I was like, this is going to be the worst week of my life. And
I've made a mess here.
Within about 3 hours, we had our arms around each other. Everybody's like, I misjudged you, mate. Where have you been my whole life? And then we went on to write some pretty good songs. So
that and we've done a bunch of too much to even talk about. To be fair, we've travelled up and down the UK together since. We've we've hosted songwriting camps in Spain at said camp, and
it's kind of a cool thing to like meet each other as. Blair was out there on the camp. I got asked out last minute because one of the writers took ill, and it was just kind of like filling in. And then it just immediately like Blair just assumed this like co-hosting role where we're just like, we've now got this little squad on the go. And then slowly we've just like you said, built on from it. And I think the really nice part is it's an awfully lonely place to be. And with being in high school or college or a music course, you've not really got that camaraderie and community around you. And I just think sometimes if you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you need those people, one, to hold you accountable, because it's every single day you're having to post and do a new thing. And sometimes you do get that, what's the point? But also just like, it's a lot more fun to like share it with other folks.
With that, and I mean, someone that you get on with as well. Do you know what I mean? The music I find is a very connection driven project, and I think if you're at each other's throats all the time, it's not going to work basically. So you got to find your little group.
Find your squad, stick to it, help everyone the way you'd want to be helped. And sometimes it comes back and sometimes it doesn't, but you're doing the right thing and you're helping each other out. And
we have a saying, and it's just be sound. That's all you got to do.
You were paraphrasing that one, don't you?
Well,
no. Are we taking out swear words? Is that
I think so. I think that's usually the vibe.
We usually say it a little different, yeah. So
I'm never getting on kids' TV again if I start dropping those words.
Yeah. We'll keep it just be sound.
I've already sworn today. We've never sworn on this show. And Ross usually holds me to account.
All right.
And I've sworn already. So
it's all right, to be fair. Give me about 10 minutes.
It's cool. I'll beep it out. It's all right. We're all good. So you guys are going out to each other's gigs. Whenever there's a gig on, there's all the faces there. It's not just like...
you find one of us, you'll find all of us.
Exactly. It's cool as in. It's so cool.
And I mean, the thing with the people that come to the shows as well, there's a little community of them that all come to not just one person's show, but they'll go to, Ben's shows, they'll come to my show on the 22nd of May at Rocco's, and they'll go to Scratch Card Wednesday shows, Archie's, I mean, they're always there. They're always smiles on their faces, and that's just what you want to be around, isn't it?
I think it's important as well. These folks, it doesn't go without saying that they spend an inordinate amount of money on coming along to their gigs. It's not just the gig ticket; it's the merchandise they buy, or the train ticket there, the hotel, and
like 3-hour buses from Aberdeen and stuff.
So, like, actually giving them a chance to see you, and you're not standing there taking money off them, because like it does help us. it supports our music. But unfortunately, like, you can't just be doing that to people all the time. No one's got that spare cash anymore. So if it just takes a hello and we're there seeing and supporting our friends anyway, it's just like total value added. And again, if you've not got that community there to help you out and to support you, you need to give it back.
Yeah. Well, that, and if you've not got that community around you, this whole music thing gets a little scary. It's like a big bad world to be in. And, when you've got people around you just being like nice and taking that kind of load off of you, I've found it helps. I mean, I know Ben said to me that it helps as well. Because you have your mum and dad at gigs as well.
When they can be there, which is obviously a massive help, but when they're not there, you do miss them. It's nice. It's nice to have that support now. Those are the folks that will just tell you how it is. There's never any. There's never getting anything past them.
That's one of the important things as well, is like people that are just honest with you. In the room, say it how as is.
It was good. I'm like, it was the best show I've ever done. They're like, it was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. It was all right.
I've witnessed one of them before.
We came off stage and we were like, it wasn't bad, but it was all right. It was okay, wasn't it? And everyone was like, diabolical. The worst gig I've ever seen in my life.
Like, worst £12 in my life, mate.
Usually when my dad says something's okay, that's high praise. Actually, to be fair, my dad's like an old school kind of steel worker type guy.
To be fair, you have to fish it out of my dad sometimes.
Yeah, he's Colin's a warrior.
We call him Marty Bird. Have you ever seen Ozarks?
Oh goodness,
no. Right? He's Marty Bird. He is like,
I need to look it up.
The spreadsheet master.
Really good show.
I'm out the loop with all this kind of stuff. I am boring.
To be fair, so we have no time for TV. And
well, I mean, we just sit down and like eat a wee fajita and watch Netflix. Good.
I did.
Yeah. It's on in the background though.
Yeah, I've got old stuff on. I've got old stuff that I watched when I was younger on.
Yeah. I do quite like old TV though. So, see when you flick on the
what is old
hotel
TV to you though? Because you're young.
I grew up with like CBeebies and that Nickelodeon and it. Yeah.
Fair enough. 20 anyway. I say that as a 22-year-old, but that's a bit of a difference. He's talking about TV programs he watched, and I just don't remember a single thing. I was like Bob the Builder, Peppa Pig.
You ever watched Brum? Can't believe it, man. The guy that writes songs about trucks and he's not watched Brum.
I've never seen it either.
Yeah. This happens to me in here. Ross does this as well. So Ross is a wee bit older than me. Not much, but a wee bit. And he'll say stuff that I don't get, and he'll bring things in.
Mad how much of a difference 2 years is.
Yeah. Indeed. So, spoke a wee bit about your music, your wee kind of journey.
Yes,
where we are now, you've started releasing new music. So, Lauren Wallace, I was listening to a song that you guys did together, which was a cracker.
Yeah, didn't want to try.
How did that come about?
So Lauren actually asked me she just messaged me on Instagram and was like, I'd love to write a song with you. I'm going to be in London from yada yada to yada yada. I'd love you to come down and write a song. I was like,
amazing.
Fire in, yeah, let's do it. And so the song, she actually had the idea for the song on her voice notes, and I kind of went in and wrote a couple of the verses. We wrote the bridge together, and then it all kind of pieced together like clockwork. To be fair, it was a good fun session that I just walked out of, and the song was done.
Amazing.
And yeah, ever since we done that show in Dublin together for our headline at Whelan's.
How was that?
That was good. That was really fun. I love a Dublin crowd.
I think you should talk about what happened to your guitar.
Oh no. Yes. So I played a full half an hour set, and there was this kind of like rattling inside my guitar. I thought it was the 9-volt battery. I was like, it'll be fine. Turns out it was a packet of Tang Fastics. At the end of the gig, I was like, right, we're all going to find out together what this is. Shook it, and just that orange packet fell out, and I was like, are you joking me? I was like, who done this?
Those are the moments that kind of stick though, isn't it? People will remember that. People that have been out there will talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. It was a nice wee sugar boost too.
Yeah.
So, that come down off the stage.
What's your favourite Tang Fastic?
It's got to be the cola bottle.
I don't know. I do like a cherry or a crocodile.
With that, the crocodiles.
They're pretty good. A green crocodile. I'll take that one.
Yeah, with the wee white bit in the bottom.
What's your favourite Tang Fastic?
I'm not a sweet guy.
Neither am I, but you're going to have to pick one.
You've got to have 8 Tang Fastic.
Gun to your head.
gun to my head, cola bottle as well. Yeah, classic.
Mental.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's a good one. You stretch it and everything.
Make a wee combo with it. With cherry and a cola.
What a Tankfastic burger.
Cola cherry. Cherry cola.
I realise I'm being super rude. So this is Biscuits and Blethers. And we've done a lot of blethering so far, but I've not even introduced the biscuits. We've got a biscuit tin down there, guys. I got you some bourbons because you mentioned bourbons.
Legend, I love bourbons.
It's fueled on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are those a constant companion? Do they go on tour?
Well, I mean, if it's on the rider, I'm a pretty happy chap, to be fair.
He never actually buys them.
Never actually buy
He
them,
always
no.
just eats someone else's bourbon biscuits. Luckily, they're like 37p at the shop or whatever.
Bourbon thief, mate.
I was going to say that's the best one for someone coming in here, because I'm like, I need to get some biscuits. Going round the shop and I'm like,
The crusted creams.
50p or
get the
something.
big packets. Cool.
I multi-buy. You come out with like a 4 for £1.
We've got Borders. We've got some Borders biscuits down there. Love a Borders biscuit. I think it's a dark chocolate ginger one. Got some bourbons. I've got some Tunnocks in the biscuit tin. There's a Tunnocks caramel wafer. There's also some individually wrapped Border biscuits in there as well.
Oh, wow.
I don't
Not
think I've ever
sponsored
had a
by Border,
biscuit.
by the way. However,
biscuitsandblethers@gmail.com.
but yeah, dig in. The guys here have got a list of things that you shouldn't do on a podcast, and we break one of the rules. You shouldn't eat on a podcast. You shouldn't rustle on a podcast. Do you know what I mean? I don't. It's what it is, isn't it? It's
Would you like
biscuits and blethers. I'm going to have a Borders biscuit.
You're going to have a Borders biscuit. Hold on, I'll pass them over to you.
I'm going to have one of them.
Oh, let's see.
And I need
This
to
is
have
always a humbling experience trying to open a packet of bourbons.
Oh,
How you are,
I
kind
mean,
sir.
there is that. Thank you so
Opened it.
much, man. There is a pen there if you want to like burst it or something.
I just done it.
Do you not just want to use the pull tab on the side, and that's how you usually open them? The intended.
Nah, you open it at the top. No,
Don't you come in here with your logic?
Sorry. No, I mean, it's all right. Just massacre his packet of bourbons.
No pull tab.
Listen,
I was on a podcast with Ford Kiernan, and he like halfway through, I was singing a song, and halfway through he was like, do you want to try this chocolate? It's like a candy floss milk chocolate thing, and like I just stupidly halfway through the song, when I was like doing an instrumental part, I was like, hey, go on. Had a wee bite, and for the life of me couldn't swallow this bit of chocolate. It was just like amalgamating around my mouth, and like it was stuck in my teeth and everything. And then the candy floss hit, and it just all went. I was struggling, couldn't sing. Never doing it again.
Their podcast is amazing. I love Shelby. She's so cool.
They're so nice.
Obviously Ford's cool as well. You know,
Just single them out.
Just singling out Shelby. Sorry, man. But I did see that one.
That was
PTSD there.
That was hilarious. It was so funny to watch. He was just like trying to sing.
Blair was in the back as well of the room watching it all unfold, but he was like round the corner, so he could only hear it. So it was just, I'd love to be a fly on the wall whilst you were having to listen to that.
Oh mate, honestly, it was probably the funniest experience of my life, to be fair.
Good job.
Thank you.
Producer Grant, would you like a biscuit?
I'm okay.
We always forget we've got a producer from G4 Podcasts in Wishy in the background. The guys set up the studio for us every time, as it is now.
And I've done a fantastic job of it.
They do. And we never have to do anything. We just come in here, if we film, they do everything. They edit it, send it out to us.
Like rock stars.
Yeah, like rock stars. Yeah, it's great. I've never been treated like that in my life. Grant got us teas and coffees today. So
Did. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much to G4 Podcasts in Wishy. What were we talking about? I'm going to stuff my face in a wee minute, but where were we?
Biscuits and Blethers. We've got the biscuit tin.
Ford Kiernan.
But that was a separate thing.
What is our favourite biscuits? What's your is bourbon your favourite, or do you have is it something else? I'll strategically take a bite while you're thinking.
Yes. Let me ponder. Do you know, I'm always a sucker for a Foxy's Classic.
You do love a club as well. A mint club.
Orange or mint club.
Yeah. I'm a Tunnocks Teacakes man. That's our wafer.
Yeah, because I prefer the wafers to the tea cakes. I will say. I feel like the tea cakes are always too big. I always get.
It's always when you're like really you're trying to be polite as well. Type of person that has a Teacake in, and you're like, "Do you want a wee biscuit?" You're like, "Yeah, of course." And you're like, chomp down, and next minute there's just this marshmallow exploding at the side of your face,
falling on the carpet.
It's like someone's granny's or something. You're like trying to be dead polite.
I'll get the Hoover.
You're like using the wee wrist, get it the best smudged in the sleeve.
I'm ridiculous with a Teacake. I've got a technique.
Oh no!
So I've got to I break it all the way around with my fingers, and then I twist it and separate it. So I eat it separately. I eat the marshmallow bit first, and then I eat the biscuit.
That has to be a crime against humanity. That has to be a crime against humanity.
Yeah, capital punishment.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone doing that. That's insane. I don't know if I should leave or not.
No, hold on. Do you know what is insane is the combos that this man makes of food.
Leave my crackers alone, man. He walked in the kitchen one time.
I sat there on the couch, right? He goes, "Listen, man, I've got something that you definitely want right now." He was like,
I'm the type of guy that just likes to, if you like two foods, I'm like, what do they taste like together, right? So
it's a cardinal sin, right? He's fired through the house, into the kitchen, hear him rustling about. I'm like, I wonder what he's cooking up. Comes back through with 3 Jacob's square crackers with just a wee mound of hot chocolate powder on the top of both of them. There was nothing else. He's like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Absolutely not." I was like, "What on earth is that?" And he proceeded to absolutely destroy all 3 in front of me. And I was like,
"Mate, a wee pint of milk on the side of that, it wets up the chocolate powder and it's chocolate. It's good."
I love the justification. You're looking round,
and I'm trying to
and then I don't know what else was going on with the bananas.
It was the banana and gravy.
No,
lads, this is what I have to live with.
I'm telling you, mate.
I'm uncomfortable.
I have to live with this guy.
You untwist tea cakes.
He goes to the same toilet that I do. He's eating bananas and gravy before bed. Do you think that's going to be good? No.
Oh, man.
No, thank you.
I believe you.
I'll stick to my wafers.
How the heck did that come about?
Honestly, I was just kind of bored. I just wrote a song and I was just at the studio and I was like, I need to do something with my life. And
I need to feel something,
man. So, it was a proper ripe banana and a wee bit of bisto. And I was just like, why not? I tried it. And to this day, my mum still
You're definitely not on side with this, are you?
No.
Nice.
But you give it a bash and then you can bash me. But until you do, I'm sticking to my guns here. It was good. The one time I've had it.
There is a type of cuisine where they put a banana on the table. For every kind of course, they have a banana at the side. And I can't remember what it is.
I'm sure it would complement it though.
Aye.
Whatever they're putting out with the bananas.
It is a spicier one. That is a one with kind of more kind of spicy food. Then you have some sweet to kind of balance it out. Gravy though, man. Come on.
I mean, it was chicken.
Well, hold on. We're not asking the important questions here. What type of gravy is it?
It was chicken bisto. The orange one.
It's
not even standard bisto.
No, I didn't like the standard bisto. It's too rich for me. Taste buds of a pellet gun.
I genuinely don't know how to continue this interview, by the way.
We're just going to be stuck with the banana.
Where do I go from here?
This is basically for the past 3 years of my life.
Free
I went
bananas
to bed every single night and went, what on earth has happened today? Like, what's my life? You
just need somebody to bring you down to earth a couple times, mate, Do you know
what brings us down to earth? Being late for trains.
Oh, running for ScotRail is one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. We
were really happy that we were on time. Actually, early today. Usually, no matter what we do, no matter when we leave, there's a hop, skip and a jump to get to the train on time. And
doesn't help when it's your first arena tour.
Well, no, Blair had never been to an arena before as a punter or anything. And so in 2023, I started my own social media business doing just posts and content for rock stars.
Yep.
And I secured a wee date down in Sheffield. There was like a whole run on the Liam Gallagher tour and we were brought in by Alan McGee to go into this work. Now, I had also just been announced for Transmit this year and I was playing a pop-up show at the Barras. So Blair was like, my right-hand man was still like, I've got your back here. Still am. Had to get that in there. Still is, and was. It was like, I'll come with you. And I was like, do you know what? That's fine. I could do, I've never really done a stadium before. I've been to one, but they're big. Yeah. I could use a second man for this. That's fine. So I got it all cleared with everyone and I'm like talking them through it. So we got to leave bang on 12:30. No before, no less. I was on at 11:15, finished up the set, took a wee bit of photos. I was like, come on, man. come on, like, we've got to go. I'm like, 2 minutes, taking photos, stalling as usual. So we eventually get
Making it
stuff.
sound as if it's your
He's like, no. It's just,
wait till you hear this. He's going to make this
absolutely my fault till this point.
You had to get that in there.
Till this point. And so we leave. We are late, right, by about 2 or 3 minutes. Blair's raging at my game in the lecture.
You can hit a wee jog though and make that up.
Right, we can make this up. Yeah. And I'm like, but going along, and I'm like eating my words here, and I'm so sorry, man. I was like, at least I've no bringing a poly bag to an arena tour, man. I was just like, what a weirdo you are. Like, can you imagine just what a rock star? You're like rocking up with your Tesco bag. I was like, you know, quoting Full Metal Jacket, this is my Tesco bag and only my Tesco bag. There's many others like this. You know,
he's got his suitcase, he's got his
and he's like,
rucksack.
What do you mean, man? This is your bag. And I just looked at him. We're like at the Tron gate away from the barras now. So a good 7 or 8 minute walk away from where we were. And I was like, that's not my bag. He went, it's no mine. So both of us have we've got this big rucksack thing. I've got my guitar case as well. And then we've got this poly bag. So we both open it and we look in and I'm like, oh no.
There's microphones, wallets, chargers,
keys. Yeah. The guy's meal deal. Turns out Blair's picked up. I can't mind. The panic was immediate. Yeah. It was just like, oh no, man. Yeah. So Blair's like, right, like a legend that you are, ran back to the guy, and I was like,
ran is an understatement, by the way. I've never hit a sprint like this in my life.
So I'm like waiting
I thought I was on the primary school fields again, man, just like sports day, just like as fast as you could running.
So I was like, look, there's no way I can miss this. Like, this is like, until the future dates, this is the biggest thing we've ever had. Yeah. Like, we can't miss this. I'm going to keep walking to the station, so we're not going to miss the train. You need to sprint there, sprint back. We need to go the new. And it
took me 4 minutes to get there and back or something crazy
like lightning. But the problem is, then we started sprinting to get to the station because we're still late. I've just done
sprint that way, sprint back to meet Ben, and it goes, we're going to be late. You need to keep running.
By 10 minutes. So this is no happening, right? We're no making it on time for sound check. We're not going to make it for doors if we don't make it this train. So we're huffing and puffing. We're going white. We eventually get to Central and we
get through the ticket barrier.
It's like Hogwarts, right? There's your trains pulling in, pulling out. There's tons of tourists and everyone's cutting through and they're looking at their phones and trying to get their paper tickets out and all the rest of it. And Blair just goes, out of the way. I'm charging through with the rucksack and the thing. Blair goes through a whole family, just flattens them. The paper goes up into the sky like a big cartoon.
Well, it's because I was carrying your guitar, so I was making enough space for myself and forgot I had this massive thing to my side.
Just absolutely annihilated this family.
Just taking out somebody's knees, but to the side, and he's just
domino effect. It was terrible. And then the Scottish guy goes, boys, why are you running? The train's delayed. It's not leaving for another 10 minutes. And he's like, get on the train. First carriage we found, and we were just so happy to be on the thing. We both hit the deck. We both went really white. I was like, I don't feel so good.
I was asking there was an old woman behind us, bless her. She must have been I don't know, mid 60s or something.
60s, 70s or something.
60s, 70s, yeah. And I just turned around over the seat like a wee squirrel, and I was like, any water?
She's like, only sparkling, darling. And he's like, no use. Back in again.
I'll die and I'll be dehydrated. It's fine.
We did. We got to Preston and there was a 3 minute changeover. So we were right over to the vending machine, handed over our finest £3 for one wee bottle of water.
Oh, it was good.
It was great. We made a truce that would never be like that ever again.
And yet we haven't.
And we have many a time.
Not like that though. That was bad. That was terrible.
Really bad.
The last time we met, you were struggling to get there as well. You were struggling.
It's a common theme, guys.
Yeah, you were just coming back from Ocean Colour Scene.
Yeah,
I think
Ocean Colour Scene.
Can we point out the common denominator?
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking,
guys,
I was blaming you.
Yeah, I know,
but
I am not the problem. Neither.
You've got a track record at least.
Indeed.
Fair play.
So, what's the songwriting process? I love finding out people's kind of process when they're kind of writing.
For me, it's just, I used to try and force songwriting. I used to try and make scenarios up in my head and then write about them. But recently I've been just kind of letting it be what it is, to be fair. Usually I start out with the guitar chords and I find a riff that I like, and then I'll put it into my laptop on Logic, and I'll get a little loop behind it on Splice. I use Ben's Splice, so he's got like his credits are all gone down. And then the words always come last for me personally.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I always try to make a tune before I make the song, kind of thing. And it's all natural, to be fair. Put on bass. For me, to be fair, if I was to put it down to one thing, a lot of my songwriting comes within the production.
Right, okay.
Like when I'm actually recording it, and you'll know that because he just comes through and he's like, what sounds are you making, mate? I'm like, trust the process.
Yeah.
Like Mariah Carey in the living room.
He's got like a glass bottle up against his guitar and he's like using it as a slide and stuff.
Yeah, it's
like, can I get some Tabasco sauce? He's like, using it as a guitar slide. He's like, where's this? He's like, I was using it. I was like, what do you mean? The garlic granules? He was like, yeah, it's a good shaker. I mean, basically it's based off of what we teach in Spain, which is the melodic maths.
Yeah.
And like there's no rules to songwriting, but typically we kind of, you build.
There's a formula you can follow. Like if you've not got an idea that's popping to mind straight away, there's like a checklist you can go through almost and build it from there.
Biggest thing is beat and rhythm and beat. And then, so like, again, what Blair's saying in the production of like the movement of the chords and sonically is different to what he's singing melodically. Yeah. And then, so he's kind of got that top line of what he's humming, but the words don't necessarily have to make any sense just yet. And then he'll like figure them out later.
Yeah. The start of songwriting is always just, and then, you know, personally, I find like, I don't know what in my brain does it, but there's a certain length to the notes that you're singing and you fit words in of that length into that note.
That's like your cadence to the beat and the rhythm. Yeah. So the beat being like the actual music and the rhythm of it's like how you're singing those notes. It's fun. I mean,
it's good, man. How do you do it?
A lot. Exact same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones you can't really explain. And especially when we're out at the songwriting camp, you like start talking to folks, and sometimes it's just about like exposing them to how to write songs like that, because it's a lot to take in and consider at once. And then sometimes it's just like very natural when you can talk to someone and you just kind of deep down know that they've got it in. But there's this like little 10-20% of like a spark with someone. I'm not saying you have it or don't, but you maybe need to like work on those skills a bit more. Where, I mean, there was a couple of lads, there's a young Lewis Wilson that we worked with last year in Spain. And, you know, we were kind of coming up with ideas collectively as the three of us. And then we got to the chorus and Blair was, because he's the amazing multi-instrumentalist that he is, was tracking some instruments for the track. We're recording them. And then we turned around to Lewis and was like, what do you think of the chorus? And he had the entire chorus written.
Amazing.
Maybe 16-year-old.
So sometimes it just falls into your lap, and then other times you fight for it.
Yep. I mean, ultimately, our music's like based off of. So one thing we teach as well at our songwriting camps or workshops is that I've lost what I was going to say there.
That happens to me all the time.
In punk music, it's more about the words rather than the melody. Yeah. Whereas in our music, it's about the melody, so the catchiness of it versus what the words are.
Well, I do agree with that, but for me, it's more the story that you're telling. To be fair,
totally. Yeah, but you know. You're not. It's all melodic within your music. It like matches the pitch. If
you're telling a great story and it's no catchy, you know, it's a bad song. But if you can have the best of both worlds, you know,
totally. And that's kind of like you're pushing the envelope of making it feel familiar, but then you know, slightly different.
I'm hoping the microphone didn't catch my stomach rumbling there. I love how everybody's process seems a wee bit different. We were talking to a guy recently, Michael McMillan, and he taught songwriting in prisons. So he was going out to prisons and doing songwriting with the guys that were out there. Really, really cool project. I've known a couple of musicians that do that as well. It's really, really nice. And one of the guys was struggling because he wanted to write a song, wanted to tell his granny that he loved her, basically. And Michael just said to him, well, there's your first line. Let's go with that. I love you, granny, and let's build off it. So his is a very much kind of lyric driven. Yeah. So start with a lyric, and you guys are more starting with your kind of music.
Start with the fun stuff.
Aye. There's
a way around that as well. Like I think there's a certain degree of what we write about where there's an overarching theme. where like you kind of know roughly I love you granny, or like what I try to do is like, you know, your old adages or your wives' tales, or like something you would say in a conversation is often like where a producer would turn around and be like, I think you've just written a couple of verses there without, you know, you're saying, one of my songs would be like she's out of my league. So you end up using that as like a hook at the end of the chorus, or the run for the hills. So you add that into a song, and I bet you've got a few songs like that as well.
Yeah, I was going to say your songs really are like something your granny would say to you, and then you always build the hook off that.
Ron Seal, it's everything it says on the tin.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the name is inherent to what their slogan is, but it's the song's completely unrelated. But
so, I mean, the way that a songwriting, like not only how I songwrite, but what I'm songwriting about, is constantly changing. Like every day, it's just take the world as it comes, and then write a song about it, and whatever's going on in your head that day, even if it's terrible, nobody needs to hear it, and you just get it out. So it's therapeutic too, you know?
Yeah.
Just to...
That's the main thing, innit? It's more of an outlet for ourselves than anything else. And then...
Like, I don't write songs for them to be listened to on Spotify by a million people. I'm writing songs because it's something I want to talk about, and it just so happens that I've got the facilities to record it and, you know, listen to it on SoundCloud. And
amazing.
Yeah. It's really nice.
It is cool. It is cool. I do miss it. I do miss songwriting a little bit. But that was one of the questions that I was going to ask. Do you ever just get fed up of music? Do you have a fallout with it at any point?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, not reoccurring, but like I've had some serious fallouts with music. Last year especially. It was not like a rough time for music, but I just kind of felt, you know, I was coming into the age of 20, and I was just like, you know, is this what I'm going to do forever? You know, is this what I want to do forever? And well, obviously yes, because I'm still here. But it's just that kind of push and pull feeling. Yeah. You know, it was starting to get to me a bit. So yeah, you do have fallouts.
It's definitely reoccurring for me. It's like every 3 or 4 months I end up having that kind of moment. I think it's very difficult to go from, in the past 4 years that I've been singing or doing this, like the amount of times that I've had a moment where I'm like, does it really get better than this? You know, what am I up to here? And then you get up in front of like a big crowd, whether that's doing the social media work or whether it's playing there. And the next time you go down and you're maybe playing a 100 cap room and it's not filled, and you are like, what am I up to here? I mean, it really is that reality of like 1 week you go from doing 85,000 people and then down into like, you know, your mum and your dog again, and you're kind of like, what is songwriting? What do I have to say? I've got lots of things I want to say, but how do I say them, and what do I want to say next? And it is even just down to like opportunities where you see some folks that are kind of, you feel like they're maybe getting it handed to them, or you don't quite understand why they're getting those opportunities, and you feel like, you know, all I need is just someone to give me a chance. Yeah. Which is why, again, we love the kind of community aspect of it, because it's just like, do you know what?
It brings you back into, you know, not humbles you. Humble maybe isn't the right word, but like kind of when you're feeling this like overwhelmness of...
It's a good grounding.
Yeah, grounding, yeah. You know?
It's again like, you know, if the big man's not going to give you a gig, put it on yourself.
Yep.
Kind of like...
It's exactly what we do.
Just cause your own, you know, if you don't have enough money to record, learn how to do it. Let's do it. You know, you don't have to come out with the next radio friendly hit, but at least it's there and documented, and you got it out of you. And again, it's just a case of making it because we want to versus, you know, feeling the need to.
Oh yeah. We're totally not forced to be like sat in the living room making music. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes when it's, you know, writing a specific song, or doing a project
or a camp.
Yeah. But like, those are the times that it's not forced, because we still enjoy it. So it's never forced, but it's
also, you're like, it's not your thing anymore. So it's like so much easier to like get chucked into. I mean, we're doing like 4 songs a day when we're out there.
Well, I mean, we could walk away with an album.
But it's just because someone's went, how do you feel? What's going on? Although we've been done about it a couple of times.
Lewis Wilson.
But no, it was Lewis. I think it was it was another lad.
Into the studio and you were like,
it's another lad.
What was it? No, it was Lewis.
It was the lad from it was the lad from Jersey. His name was Derek, and his son was there as well. But I was like, what's going on Maybe it was Lewis.
was.
Never mind. It's trivial. Ultimately, at the songwriting camp we were doing, there was a young lad that walked in and was like, usually you ask what's going on in their life and seeing if there's any kind of I love my granny type stories there. And I was like, so what's going on in your life, man? He's like, don't know, man. I'm 15. Like,
just schooling
that. Like, I was just like, oh, he's got me there, man. And we ended up actually writing a belter story. He ended up saying there was a girl he fancied in school. She had beautiful ginger hair and she said she was dyeing it brown. And he was like, it's the biggest mistake ever. I was freaking out. I was worried she wasn't going to be pretty anymore. And then she made an arse it and her hair went all black. And she's even prettier now. And I was like, yes. I was like, that's the song. We're writing about that. But but there is, you do try to like chat to them. But usually like folks have a story or they'll come in with lyrics and they'll sit down and be like, this is.
I think when you're in that environment as well, it's much easier, because it's just a bunch of musicians out in a villa in Spain. It's like you're when you're out there, you're constantly thinking about, subconsciously, you're thinking about lyrics and, the new scenery's inspired.
It's no some random Tuesday at 1:45.
Aye,
you're like looking outside, it's pure raining and you're like, there's no food in the house. What am I doing here? It's like,
last pot noodle, I've just ate it.
Yeah, this is going wrong. No, it's certainly, we're very lucky to get out there. We've got 2 new camps this year as well. So we're glad to be asked back. Means we didn't do a bad job.
Well, I mean, for the fact to be doing 2 camps is,
first one's sold out now.
We
actually had a weird one the other week there as well. We did a library.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. I saw that on social media.
It was awesome. It was the weirdest thing on the planet because typically you're told to be quiet.
You're told to be quiet. Yeah. You got Ben Walker telling you to jump in that.
Where I was just cutting about the book stands. I was walking in, they pushed the book stands like up to the wall, but they made a wee like corridor for us to get by the punters. It ended up being sold out, which was so cool. But we didn't realise that there's nothing that comes to these like rural towns. Now, obviously, myself being East Coast and Blair being on the West Coast, but again, I'm that kind of more
West Side.
West Side, East Side. But us being kind of more on the outskirts and not around the cities, there is just nothing coming to these kind of coastal towns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Stranraer. Do you know what I mean? So
how many people are putting on all age gigs there? Gigs at all?
Never mind that, a songwriting camp as well. In the winter.
So it was class, but I ended up running through to go check out the stage, and there's Blair and Callum doing army commando rolls through the bookshelves and stuff.
Yeah, when you were on set as well.
And when I was on set as well, I was
peeking round at like the history section. I'd go.
we went to do an encore, and I was like, right, you take the romance section, I'll be in the non-fiction, and you be in the science sci-fi.
Do this kind of Ed Sheeran thing where they're all everywhere.
He's behind you.
So what have you got coming up? What's coming up? What's next?
So we just announced our Ben's. Bob, do you want to take it away, and I'll jump in here?
Wait, Blair's got a headline on.
Yes,
it's first ever headline at Rocco's on the 22nd of May.
Super excited. Got my tickets.
I'm super excited about it.
So much coming.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
It's the first show that you were ever putting on. So
yeah, it is. I was. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just kind of a wee bit fed up of folks not getting a chance. It's like, Blair's absolutely cracking. There's no reason to say, can he sell tickets? We've already proven with the tickets sold so far, it's 3/4 of the way sold out now, which is absolutely awesome.
Oh wow, I thought it was 50%.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
50 when I last seen it.
So there's 100 tickets gone within a week and a bit.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a case of, can he do it? It's a case of just get him onto the gigs. And, we've sent off emails to countless promoters. Here's your chance. Here's a new up and coming artist. And they're just not interested, not willing to give it a chance.
Well, the industry now, it's all, if it's the world that we live in, you've got to make money. And, I feel like people aren't really getting a chance anymore because it's a risk, it's an investment that you don't know if you're going to get a return on.
They would rather take a bunch of 5th year, 6th year lads or ladies who've got a school band on the go, who know that they're probably going to bring all their mates, 10 people a mate, they know that they're going to do 50, 60 tickets. So therefore they're a safer bet than a lone wolf who's 20, and you're like, really? You've been out of the, context is everything. We keep saying that. Yeah. You've been out with songwriting camps, you've been out with Justin Hawkins, you've been out with The View, you've been out with Cast, Ocean Colour Scene, you're learning from the best. Alabama 3, that there's all these pillars of like, this could actually be something great, like let's take a chance here, and that just wasn't happening at all. So yeah, we decided we'll pick the ones that we think are going to do great and that could do with an opportunity. And so we've got Lewis Wilson on support.
Yep. Big up. We got Aidan Connell and Lauren Kelly too.
Yeah, and they're both absolutely cracking. So it's going to be an awesome night, and definitely less so about me and more so about you guys. And it's not really, I'm not doing it for any like recognition or anything. It's just literally just like, once again, a rising tide lifts all ships. And it's something that I wish I could have done for myself. I was from Montrose.
Yeah, Ben has a saying as well, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since he told me it at last Sierra Casa that first year. He was just like, charity starts at home. You know, if you're not giving it to your people, then there's not, you know, what's going to happen with it. Who knows?
Aye.
So,
yeah. I do love that saying, by the way. Wave of the Flood said that exact same saying when she was in here. It's a great saying. I love that.
Charity starts at home. Yeah.
No,
A rising tide lifts all ships.
That's the one.
I really do stand by it. It's like, you know, the music's subjective. Sharing your pal and your story doesn't mean that whoever follows you is going to immediately go, right, I'm going to follow them and unfollow you.
Yeah.
And chances are, actually, being on the receiving end of that, you didn't get that many followers from it at all.
Yeah.
Even when you're on the big pages and you're shared by Vodafone or whoever, you know, people, it really takes an awful lot for folk to care. So just share your pal stuff, give it a wee comment, give a wee fire emoji or a wee reshare or even a save. Like, no one cares. You're probably not opening your saved section.
But it's just a numbers game, isn't it? So it's like, if you've got hundreds of people doing all of this reposting and commenting and saving, it boosts your algorithm to other people, new people. And if they didn't like you, well,
again, it's subjective. And that's kind of how we've found with we're super fortunate that we don't get any hate comments, but I also think it's like kind of please. All your change from my dad. But like when it kind of comes down to it, again, context, like you click on their account and they all follow rap music and you're like, well, probably wasn't going to be my music wasn't directed at you to be a fan. You're not going to like my thing. So you again take it and it's like, well, no wonder you thought it was bad. You listened to
it's
50 Cent.
But yeah, that's the thing as well. And I mean, that's not the problem with social media, but there's so many people on platforms now that it's, there's too many cakes to eat from kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
too many slices of the pie. But I mean, it's again, it's no case of if, it's a case of when. You just got to keep turning up and being consistent. And like, even just in the 3-4 years that we've been kind of posting and writing songs, like the amount of folks that are on a poster that I was on initially. I mean, I've got a King Tut's Summer Nights lineup. So there's usually about 3 or 4 supports each night, plus the headliner. And I went through when I went home, I think it was about 2023. And like, I think on that, there's about 3 artists that would be considered to be kind of semi-pro, and about 9 folk out of the 50 acts on it that are actually still going. So as long as you can keep being consistent and keep putting yourself out there, it eventually does get better.
I always refer it to Finding Nemo. You know, like Nemo's in this massive sea, going? And then he's got his wee pal, and then Dory comes in and she's just like, keep on swimming. You just gotta keep on swimming.
Yeah, that's it.
Coming to the end of this episode, and what I like to do towards the end is just shut up. I'm going to turn it over to you for the last blether. Is there anything that you want to say just to close us out?
I think no matter how hard, or like, you know, how hard you think you've got it in any aspect of the world, in any industry, if it's what you want to do and it's what you love doing and you enjoy doing it, you know, you got to do it, and you'll meet people along the way. Like I met Ben and loads of other people too. Keep going and it'll work for you. And if you enjoy it, why not? So, yeah.
Awesome. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I was going to say Snapchat, but you can't find me on Snapchat. TikTok. Search Blair Gilmour into Google and you'll find me. The Voice Kids too. Yeah.
Yeah, if we didn't even talk about that, that's terrible.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
He's waited right until the end to drop that.
Indeed. Yeah. No, that's amazing. Listen, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being my co-host today, standing in for Ross. Really appreciate it.
We miss you, Ross.
We do. We love Ross. But it's been a pleasure having you here at G4 Podcasts, and wish you on Biscuits and Blethers.
Cheers.
Pleasure being here.